After 9 hours stuck on a plane, here we are in Nairobi, Kenya. So, how the hell did we end up here? So we were at this event that was celebrating the 50th diplomatic relationship between Thailand and Kenya. They were giving away 2 grand prizes to promote tourism in Kenya. And we won the second one just like that. An all-expense-paid trip to the safari that is worth 300,000 baht. Holy smokes, what a luck. So, we really gotta thank Kenya Airways and KTC Bank for putting this together and crossing out my bucket list. Back to Kenya. Here we met Mr. Douglas, a representative from the Southern Cross Safari. He will link us up with our misfortunate driver, who will be stuck with us for the next 4 days. เป็นไงบ้างตื่นเต้นไหม? She looks normal right now, but she's actually not awake yet. And neither am I. Cause we live in a matrix and everything is a simulation. Alright, enough of that. We met up with the beast. A 4-wheel drive Toyota Land Cruiser that could take on any terrain. Look at that rectangular body. Ooh-wee. Just the 2 of us.
ต้องแบบว่าอะไรนะอีกนั่งรถอีก6 ชั่วโมง
6 more fucking hours on the road.
ก็อยากได้กาแฟเคนยาแล้วอ่ะ
Yay.
อาบน้
This one coffee.
Been waiting here from 5 o'clock, huh?
You have been?
Yes.
Sorry
ำ
about that.
Vacation this takes so long
Yeah, no worries. So, welcome to Kenya. I'll be your guide, yeah?
Thanks.
For the next
4 days
4 days. We'll take you around Kenya, Nakuru, and Masai Mara.
We would love to do everything as a local.
But we really didn't do any of that because we didn't have enough time. 4 days is pretty short to take it all in. Fred mentioned that traffic is really bad during the weekdays. We told him it's probably nothing because Bangkok was much worse. But he was right, it was pretty bad. But after we got out of Nairobi a bit, the road cleared up a lot. People from all over commute to the capital for work, just like any other major cities. And now we'll be on our way to Lake Nakuru National Park, where we will spend an evening there. Wow. This is what the view would have looked like if it wasn't for the freaking fog. We arrived right at the start of the rainy season. Wonderful. After about 2 hours in, we needed a pee break. And of all places, we stopped at a souvenir store. A classic tactic to make people buy stuff they don't need. And of course, everything is overpriced, but you can haggle. Haggling is the thing here. Vendors will always ask you, what is your best price? What is the best price you can give? I'm not a haggling expert, but Freddie advised us that whatever the price they gave you, ask for half of that, and then compromise in between. My partner thinks even half is already a ripoff. She's right though. We both got ourselves an African-style outfit that we haggled to about half of what they asked for. Later, we discovered basically the same thing at our hotel's gift shop at a much lower price. So even when we haggled, we still got ripped off. She's either happy for making sales or laughing at us. Haha, dumb tourist paid way over for what it is. Alright, 2 more hours stuck in this metal box. And finally, we have reached the gate of Lake Nakuru National Park. So now our guide will register us into the park and get our tickets. The park fees for foreigners are $60 US. For Kenyan citizens is about $8. Quite a huge difference, isn't it?
And the other one? Now you can stand.
And now we are officially in Lake Nakuru National Park. We go looky-looky for some animals on the way to our lodge. God, this grass is good. Oh, this grass is also good too. Oh, which one should I eat next? Oi, where you going, mate? Don't leave me. Come back. Every time we pass another driver, our guide will always greet them. It's a very unique bond. It seems like he knows every driver really well, and haven't seen these people for ages. I guess when you're a driver and a guide, you have to spend a lot of time away from friends and families for extended periods of time. They probably spend most of their time out in the safari. Tambong. Hello. Probably the chillest place I've ever been to. And after a long day in the car, we needed to replenish our energy before we go out again for some looky-looky. To be honest, I thought we were going to get to try some local food, but what we got was some pretty standard westernized food. We're kind of bored of it. I'm guessing a lot of guests here are pretty picky with their preference of food. And now that our bellies are filled, it's time to move. Welcome back. How's it going?
So we go looky, eh?
Yeah. We were hoping to see a huge flock of flamingos, but this just wasn't the season for that. A lot of birds here, including the flamingos, depends on the algae in this lake for nutrition. And because it has been raining a lot, the acidity from the fresh rainwater kills the algae. Algae loves salty alkaline water. Bummer. I guess we'll have to come back. Anyways, it's time to head back and relax at the lodge. And I need a beer, or any kind of alcohol.
Enjoying the view?
Yeah. Man, this would have been a perfect place for some greens, if you know what I mean. So yeah, our first day was very interesting. Everything is all new to us. The weather was a lot nicer than we were expecting. I don't know why I would think that Kenya would be hot as balls like it would be in Thailand. It was cool to see wild animals, but there weren't so many. We were told that there would be a lot more in Masai Mara, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. On our next episode, we'll be on our way to Masai Mara National Reserve, which will take us another 6 freaking hours, and we'll be visiting a Maasai village and see what their lives are like.